How do we feel about the Jake Paul and Tank fight?
Which I got two feelings.
Yo,
I got two feelings.
Exhibition.
He's supposed to fight Homeboy. All this other shit I don't want to hear about.
He's supposed to fight Roach again.
Yeah, that's some whack shit. I don't care what nobody say. Cool. All that Corey saying, get your bag. Cool.
Yeah,
but this shit is fucking up the sport.
Let's argue about it. Come on.
It's fucking up the sport.
I'm about to be a capitalist too.
No,
let's argue about it.
He learned from Floyd.
Fan. I got two ways to look at it. From a sports perspective,
whack.
Yes.
It's trash.
The sport, and it's a sport that does not love you, historically could give a fuck about you once they milk you for all your usefulness, will throw you out the pasture.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can go get this bag for whatever that dollar amount is, because we've seen for the last 5 years that Jake Paul has been a monster draw.
For sure.
And Tank is arguably the biggest draw in boxing. I'm going to get that money, man.
It's a part of being in the sport is first the love for the sport and the love of being competitive.
True.
So even if the sport don't love you,
that's old school.
Keep going. Keep going.
Even if the sport don't love you in the moment, you still would want to at least be competitive, at least, right?
I concur, but I'm also going to be logical, rational, and I have a family. We always talking about this generational wealth that we trying to build for our lineage and all of those things, these key phrases.
Yeah.
Yo, me being competitive and loving a sport, again, that is damaging to your body, damaging to your brain. We've seen brain trauma, head trauma, all those things from people that participated in the sport. I'm going to get this bag when the bag is presented.
But when you at the top of your game,
and by bag he means $100 million if the reports are true.
What are you talking
about?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead.
I respect that.
What?
Just to put things in perspective, by bag
with minimal risk.
Also, if we're looking at Lamont Roach's Instagram, he's been posting as if there was a clause in the contract that said that they had to fight. He's looking like that Netflix paid him out to get that clause out the way so we can get to our $100 million Jake Paul fight. If you're Gervonta and if you're Lamont Roach.
But if that's the case for him, then if everyone's happy on that side, I'm just.
You've been fighting niggas for free.
Yeah. Well, I just hate when but listen.
You've been on.
I hate
somebody come to you with $100 million to do that Woody shit again.
Mil, my nigga.
But I don't love boxing.
I hate when
you didn't have to love it to do that again.
You love money.
I hate when somebody is at the top of their game.
Look at Don King. Look at Don Queen.
Only in America.
Look at Don Queen.
Don Queen.
And they stand for the
Don
sport.
Queen.
What does this tell the up and coming boxers? What message does this send?
Boxing is a dying sport.
When Floyd did what he did.
No. Get yourself to a level where you could command $100 million a fight.
Everybody can't get there.
True. So now you go and do your love of the sport shit. And if you are good enough,
how about we try to find a way to preserve? How about we find a way to preserve both? People can go get their money, but let's also make sure that we're still putting on weight class centered events that people still want to pay for and see too.
Imani, that is a thing of the past. No, it's a thing of the past.
What are you talking about right now?
He's talking about the love of boxing.
Cool.
Yo, dog.
The core of it.
All that's cool. See, this is why podcasters don't need microphones.
Why?
We saying that somebody came in the corner office that you were sitting in, slid a certified check across the table, not a personal check.
Not a personal.
Certified is good. $100 million across the table, and y'all are
That's
telling
the problem
me
with some of you niggas.
for the love of the game.
That's the problem with you niggas. You niggas get
Right,
that,
for the love of the game?
You get that money.
Yeah, the money.
See, money change you niggas, and you fall out of love with the passion, and y'all stop going ahead. And the shit that you talked before, remember all that? The mission is great, and all that shit you was doing. You got the bread.
That's a hell
and
of a mission.
You forgot the mission.
No, the $100 million is the mission.
No.
I just want to ask you a question. What's the mission? I'm asking.
The mission is to leave the game in a better place than it was before.
And guess what $100 million allows
That's not always a part of leaving the game in a better place. Y'all be too focused on it could. But there's also a part that when you focus so much on the money, you take away from the art of something.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think your mission can change as you change?
Of course.
Okay. So now,
But say that.
At 49 years old, my mission is that when I leave this planet, for my two daughters to be in the best possible position to win as citizens.
You talking from a 49-year-old person.
When I was 29, I could have been talking all that bullshit that I wanted to talk.
He ain't 49. This man is still a young guy.
I know.
He's still in the prime of his career. He ain't at the point.
That's the problem that I have with your argument.
He can still
Is that
regularly fight.
When I finish with you
Yes.
for $100 million, I'll get to Lamont Roach. I'll get to Shakur.
I'll get to everybody that's still
I'll
standing.
get to y'all.
Okay, if that's the messaging, then cool. But that's not the. He just said he was retired. He just said he was retiring.
Yo, dog, even if he retired, I'm not mad.
I'm not mad.
Yo, and I hate to sound like this, but I don't. And I don't like that money be changing people. Because while that might be true, money also changes everything around that person. Broke, if somebody offered me $100 million, there's things I'm willing to do for it. Mm-hmm. And there's things I'm not willing to do for it. But fighting Jake Paul ain't one of them.
Indeed.
Fighting Jake Paul ain't
In
one
an
of them.
exhibition,
If I'm a fighter,
in an exhibition fight.
that's not going to count against my record.
If I'm not broke, I'm taking the $100
I hear what y'all
This
saying.
is free money.
All I said is there should be.
I don't
some level
love
of-
boxing enough to want to preserve the sport. I like an exhibition.
Okay, you don't. But as for the people who do, and for the people who would love to preserve the essence of what the sport is, that can be an argument.
For those people,
That can be a point.
Awesome. Yo, that era of boxing is over.
Nigga.
That's
It's over.
That era-
That's trash.
We see
that's
Mike.
fucked up.
trash.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
That's trash.
It's not.
I don't agree with that.
But it's not trash.
You guys are changing.
Things evolve.
A lot of people are changing and evolving things for the worse. That's what you're
Thank
doing.
you.
That's not
Hip hop,
true. What's
boxing,
what's
that's for the worst.
Tell me what the worst is.
The worst is people are not.
No disrespect in the world. Muhammad Ali is one of my favorite black people that have ever graced the planet.
agree.
My nigga, you want that's the opposite side. Doing it for the love is the opposite side.
No. See, y'all
bugging.
No.
Hold
Y'all
on, what-
bugging.
There's a such thing.
Muhammad Ali was broke and had to keep fighting in a time where he didn't and shouldn't have been in nobody's ring because he didn't have the money to sustain living for the rest of his life without getting in somebody's ring at an old age, getting hit on more.
Ish.
Fuck out of
There's
here.
a such thing as evolving something and then diluting something.
Exactly.
I think in this space, yes, any piece of art can evolve to the next step.
Mm-hmm.
But even in evolution, you still have to preserve what it started from.
True.
We talk about that with the hip hop. Hold on. We talk about that with the hip hop. We talk about it with the R&B. We talk about it with
It's
every
different.
piece of. No, it's not
It's
different. Art
because-
is art.
No,
Art is
listen.
art.
It's different because hip hop and R&B are not doing physical damage to your body. Boxing is doing physical and mental damage to these niggas' bodies to the point where they are not functional when they get 70 years old.
I understand.
That is a very big
Okay.
difference than making
I'm with
music.
you on that.
Understandable. We're not talking about somebody who is at that point. We're talking about someone who's still fairly a young person.
He could get hit at 19 and end up like that.
But he's still finding somebody
But he's
bigger
still-
than him
but
that can
what does that
potentially
matter?
do that.
It's still happening
exhibition.
now.
They not in there trying to hit each other for real.
Yes, they are.
You see Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight? Was he trying to really hit Mike Tyson and hurt him?
No.
For $100 million, me and you tomorrow will go in somebody's ring. I beat your face. What do we like? You know what I'm saying?
I'll turn your face red, nigga.
Probably, and guess what? Hit me harder, y'all. 100? Crazy?
I understand what you're
Come
saying as
on,
far
man.
as preserving your health. I understand all that.
Yeah.
Yo, the fans in us are selfish.
Listen what I'm saying.
We are.
I hear what you're saying. That's cool. I get that. But let's also not make it seem like some of these things does not dilute the sport for
It
what
does, but I think it
Cool.
does it for a good reason. I think that fans, we're selfish. And we want to see this barbaric niggas get in there and stand toe to. We don't even get mad. We mad at Shakur for fighting the safe fights.
We just spoke
we
about
mad at
we-
Floyd.
We just spoke about being selfish when it came to Chance and all the things that he had to go through to deliver a certain album. Whatever you do within that art, we're going to be selfish. We just want good product.
People-
So we can't now talk about it in like
You
it's
keep
any
comparing it to
different.
music. I'm talking about as a fan of boxing, most fans want niggas to stand in the middle of the ring and slug it out. And we don't give a fuck about the outcome. As long as it's bloody and gory and somebody gets knocked out, we are satisfied as fans.
It's not always true.
That's not.
That's not true.
Hold up. We get mad at boxers now for picking and choosing their fights that are the most strategic and the most profitable. We say that is not what the old school boxers did. That's true. We didn't. Old head boxers didn't do that. And a lot of them have mental issues, physical health issues,
Yes.
and financial issues because they were, for the love of the sport, I want to fight the next best nigga up. I don't care. I
Or
want to
for
prove
the
to
love of the
everybody
sport,
I could beat
or
them.
for the love of the sport, if you really truly
Or
love the
for
sport,
wanting to be the
step
best.
the fuck away from it. Go do something else and not make it worse. Don't leave it in a worse place than where it's already at.
He's doing something else.
He's still fighting. People want to see him fight.
Yo,
they don't want to see this exhibition shit.
Tank has-
See, and that contradicts the point.
Tank has fought everybody.
These exhibitions are not boxing matches. I can't even. I don't even
That's
know
a
if
good
I have
point.
the data
That's
to
a good
support
point.
that it serves
That's
the
a good
same
point.
exact audience.
That's a good point.
I don't know that. One, two. If I put that $100 million check in front of either of y'all, some words that I'm never going to hear is for the love of the sport. And I like him keeping it in music. In music, would you work with somebody that you didn't necessarily believe in or believed was more harmful to music than they were great for $100 million?
Whoa, hold on. Don't answer for me.
I'm not answering. I'm just providing theatrics while you think.
Because
this is a matter that you have to really do some thinking on.
Because I'm using myself in my own experience. I've done that before. Not for $100 million. I've done it for less.
Then you haven't done it before.
Then you haven't done it before.
What I'm saying too, when there was opportunities provided to where I could have succeeded in certain things, I did not take up on them.
I didn't say nothing about you succeeding.
I got one.
We didn't talk, but
At 41 years old, would you do it today?
Amani, don't waste the audience.
Yes.
We don't have to do this.
Spanish
We don't have to
rights
do this
ass
right
up.
now. Yeah.
You'll be in that bit.
We don't have to live like
Yo,
this.
who said the N word? What artist said the N word? Give me one. I don't know.
All
The Morgan Wallen dude. How about that?
Morgan could call you tomorrow morning. Hey, what's up there, buddy?
You better count your horses.
What?
No way.
Fuck out of here.
Listen,
For much less than 100.
I hear what y'all saying. All I'm saying is that there is also a side of the consumer and the people who really love the sport.
I guess
who
they're
see
not-
things like this
they're not
and they
talking
do
that
not
side.
like it. And I get that. I get what y'all saying. I'm speaking to that. I'm speaking
I
to
get
the
what you're
people
saying, but there's
who
also metrics that a lot of people watch this. So obviously,
that responsibility wouldn't be on my shoulders if I were Tank Davis. Also, again, I'm speaking from the perspective of a 40-plus-year-old man. I've seen the prime of the greats. I've seen, if we take Tank out of it, boxing is not what we've seen from it. We've seen Shane, we've seen Oscar, we've seen Triple G,
Roy Jones.
we've seen
them
Roy
all.
Jones, Julio Cesar Chavez, we've seen, what's my other man, Juan Arturo Gotti.
Felix
Nigga,
Trinidad.
I've seen Sugar
we've
Ray
seen
Leonard.
them all.
I've seen
yo.
Marvin Hagler. I've seen Tommy Hearns. I've seen Duran. I've seen boxers, fam.
A big part of why you don't see
The
that
death
today.
of boxing conversation was happening long before Tank started winning belts.
There's some great boxers out here. A big part of why we're not being able to even build into that and see who those people could possibly be is because people are now leaning into these big, glamorous paydays. People aren't really.
If you could make $50 million to fight Jake Paul, would you step away from whatever your career choice is to do that?
I'm not even
can't never
disgruntled.
answer me.
I'm not even disgruntled with what Tank is doing. I'm answering you by saying I'm not disgruntled about what Tank is doing. I'm only saying whenever we talk about an art, we always talk about a level of balance. That's all I'm speaking to. I'm not against him. Go get your bread. I would never be telling him to not go get his bread. I'm just saying when we have these things happening, I would
don't
love
love of the game me. Because love of the game makes it seem like it implies don't get your bread.
No. I'm saying in these situations, I would love for whatever institution is built behind this, there's also some level of balance. You got your 100 million, great. Now give back to the sport in a way where we still preserve the essence of it. However that looks.
New Joe Budden.